Yesterday, I started a series of podcasts on social media. So today we're going to continue the journey through how to get your social media set up and just what you need to do so that you can actually have people on your social media follow you. Welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business coach, author of 5 food truck vending books, including Food Truck 101 and Food Truck 201. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business.
Sergeant and Mr. Smith, you're going to love this house.
Bunk beds in a closet?
There's no field manual for finding the right home. But when you do, USAA Homeowners Insurance can help protect it the right way. Restrictions apply.
So let's just jump back into the details on social media. You want to get active. So you've completed the profile. We talked about that yesterday. You've got all the information that you possibly can cram in there on those profiles so people know a little bit more about your business. But now you want to start getting active. Now there's people out there that will say likes don't translate into sales and followers don't buy food. Those things put your business in front of more eyes, which will translate into people coming to buy food and more followers that are local to you. So for example, if you go in our Facebook group and say, hey, would you guys please follow my business? You'll likely pick up another 100 or so followers, as long as you're the one also going and clicking on all of those different businesses. Our Facebook page right now has about 1,300 businesses. So there's a whole bunch of businesses that you could follow and then encourage them to follow you back. What that does is it puts your business in the eyes of Facebook's algorithm as being a popular business. So they're more likely to recommend you when one of your friends or friends of your business make a post. And then their friends will get that little notification that says, hey, your friend likes this particular business. Would you like to check it out? And then some of them will. So you start to pick up likes from people that you don't already know. And that's what you want. So even if you're liking businesses that may be all the way across the country, the network of people within that business, chances are there's a handful of people that live in your area. And once a few of those start to like it, then it goes to all of their friends and family that continue to live in the area where you're located. So don't be afraid to go and like other businesses and then ask them to do the same. It's just a way to get your name out there, especially when you're first starting. So you want to stay on top of the trends in our industry. It's a really good idea to like or follow suppliers and manufacturers and local foodie groups, local food truck groups, the Chamber of Commerce that's local to your area. And as soon as possible, you need to make your first post. And it can be just super simple. Just hello world, name of your business. We're now on, whether it be Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or YouTube, doesn't matter. Just make that post. Because I can promise you whatever post you make today, a year from now, you'll be 100% better at making posts. But you got to start somewhere. And when you're making that post, just ask people, hey, follow us, share this post with your friends and family, and you'll receive a discount on your next order. You can put in a 10% discount, 20% discount, whatever. Just have them show you that, hey, we shared this post. They've done a little bit of work for you. If you're not open yet, ask questions, talk to people, make comments about community events, create conversations. Do it all from your business page. So if you're following the local Chamber of Commerce and you got a big parade coming up, but you know you're not going to be open yet, don't feel disappointed and think about how much you're missing out on it. Talk to people. Talk about the parade. Hey, I can't wait to see the parade. I'm going to be on Main Street. Next year, I'm going to have my food truck there. I hope to see you guys there. Get people talking. The way to start a conversation is to ask questions, to make comments, get people talking. Social media is a two-way conversation. Too many food truck owners treat it like it's an open and close sign. If you're not yet open during your build time, you want to create excitement. You want to schedule free tastings of your food. You want to test your recipes. You want to ask for ideas on your menu. Talk about your drink selection. Ask people to share everything so that it gets a network build for you. Post often and reply to everything. Yes, at first it's going to seem like you're the only person that's reading your posts. When I first started this podcast, I felt like I was the only person that was listening to the podcast. And now every day I've got several hundred people that listen to the podcast. It takes time to grow. You'll never hit step 2 until you take step number 1. You want to make sure you're replying. I've said this several times already. Reply to every single thing that gets a response from anybody on your pages. But you also want to reply to community interest posts from other sources. And you want to do it from your business page, not your personal page. So again, when they're talking about the parade or the fireworks or a new building's coming in town, something's coming in town, you need to make posts about it. They're building a new park for kids to play. Talk about it. Get people used to seeing you as being a part of the community. And then every person that you talk to, encourage them to follow your business on social media, and then you'll do the same for them. Consider when to post. Knowing when to share your content is just as important as choosing what that content will be. As you grow your social media, you'll notice when your followers are most active, and you'll start to see the trend. If you post on Monday at 4 o'clock and it goes really crazy, you get 20 or 30 people liking it and commenting it, you might want to post again next Monday at the same time. And if it happens again on Monday, then you know, hey, I need to post every single Monday at this particular time. Now you have a trend to follow. So if you're posting at 10 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday and no one's saying anything, let's wait an hour to post. Wait 2 hours to post. Now, sadly, some of the prime time for posting might coincide with when you're open for business. But you know what you can do? You can schedule posts. From the business page, and that's why it's so important that you set up a business page, not a profile, you are able to schedule posts. You can select down to the minute when those posts are going to be scheduled and when they will be published. So use technology to your advantage. So here's just a couple of, in general, popular trendy times for different social media. So we're going to look at Twitter. Twitter typically is from 1 to 3 p.m. weekdays. Facebook is from 1 to 4 weekdays. If you're going to do anything on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is a good source for catering, but you got to kind of earn it by writing little short blog posts about, this is what you need when you do catering, and this is how you can help your caterer to be better and that kind of thing. But LinkedIn, being a business, is going to be early in the morning till about 8:30, and then after work, so 5 to 6 o'clock. And really it happens on Tuesdays is their most popular times. Also Wednesday and Thursday. Now what that tells you is on Monday, people got the Monday blues, and they're not getting into the social media. They have to catch up from the weekend, and they're not interested in doing social media. And then on Friday, of course, they're eager to get out of there and get home, so they're not wasting their time looking through social media. So you got to understand again how the social medias work. Instagram, very popular from 5 to 6 p.m. weekdays, and amazingly 8 p.m. on Mondays. Pinterest, 2 to 4 p.m. and then 8 to 11 p.m. on weekdays, but weekends have the most activity. TikTok, same thing. Evenings, very popular, very busy. Weekends are explosive. That's when people have the time to either look or to record. So you just got to understand when the best times are so that you're not wasting all your effort. You can use the scheduling features. Like I said, almost every platform there has some way to schedule. And there are services out there that do all-in-one scheduling to where you can make all your different posts for all the different social media, and then they'll publish it for you when you have it scheduled. So this is going to be set up as if you're open. So what to post? About 2 hours before opening, you want to let people know where you're going to be and what your special is going to be for the day. And if you don't have a special, put some picture of food up so people know what you do sell. And then again, mark it with your logo. Super important. What this does is it gets people thinking about, hey, where am I going to eat lunch today? And I like that particular picture, so that's where I'm going to go. So you're hitting them before they get hungry, and they can schedule you into their day. You want to film a short video and schedule it to post about 15 minutes or so ahead of your opening. And ideally, it would be where you're going to be. And again, this can be scheduled, so you can go around town and film them all in one day if you want. But you're going to talk about where you're going to be, what the address is, and again, talk about what kind of food you got for the day, if you got a special running on something. But you want to show your personality, be excited, and you want people to hear that excitement in your voice. You can't sound like, hey guys, we're on Main Street today. Come out and check us out. Because no one's going to be excited about that. Nobody's going to want to come eat your food. Because in a boring person, just think about when you go to a drive-thru. Welcome to McDonald's, going to take your order. You're not sure if they want to take your order or not. You're not really sure if you want to eat there. But because you're hungry and already been in line for a few minutes, you go ahead and place the order. But if you have somebody that's enthusiastic, then you pick up your own energy and then you're ready to eat. You're ready to go. So make your videos, anything where you're talking, sound exciting. You want to schedule a post about midway through your service. So if you're open from 10 to 2, About noon, you want to go ahead and have something scheduled so you're not worrying about it. Something is a little bit different as far as the food goes from the first picture that you put out, and remind people, hey, we're still down here until 2 o'clock. Come check us out. And explain again where you're going to be and how late you're going to be there. We're here about 2 more hours. People got to know. And then the next scheduled post will be when you're closed or when you plan on closing. And what you do is you post a thank you. You don't say, hey, we're closed, because saying, hey, we're closed is a tease. It's like, hey, you missed out. What you want to do is thank people for having come out and patronized your business, and then tell them where you're going to be tomorrow. So all of those posts can be scheduled. That's 4 posts right there. Scheduled, ready to go. And then all you got to do, if it rains or something changes and you have to not set up like you had planned, just go in and delete those posts before they ever go out. Take advantage of technology and schedule as much as you possibly can. So when we come back tomorrow, we've got a little bit more to go over on social media. Thank you so much for listening to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. If you're finding all the information helpful to your food truck business, please become a monthly supporter of the podcast. Just hit the support button or follow the link in the description. Every little bit does help keep us going. Join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training. We have a whole bunch of awesome members at all different levels, from brand new beginners to decades-old veterans. They've all got your back when it comes to helping you with your food truck. And again, thank you for listening. Come back tomorrow, because I got plenty more to say when it comes to helping you and your food truck business grow.